All right. Well, welcome to Kyrie Pub Church. If you're going to join us online, we meet at the bar every Sunday night and have some great music from Joseph Neville. Got a new bartender, Ryan, so I'm going to take care of Ryan for sure. Next week, our musician is Carl, our other bartender, so looking forward to that. We haven't had Joseph for a while. All right, so let's give it up for Joseph.
Thanks, y'all. I'm going to open it with a lighter song. This is a song my friend Paul wrote after we went on tour together. It's called Singing at a Restaurant. I said, sir, I'm not a jukebox, I'm just one man. And it's hard to pull off Stairway without a band. I would sing it if I knew it, I'm trying the best I can. So please would you try to understand that I'm singing at a restaurant and getting kinda blue. It's not exactly what I want to do. They say, son, one day you'll make it, but you gotta pay your dues. That's why I'm singing at a restaurant for you. It's technically church right now, so I just realized that we're at church right now. I was halfway through the second verse when another soccer mom asked if I could play since you've been gone. Could you please give me a minute? I'm in the middle of my song, and I promise if you wait, it won't be long until I'm singing at a restaurant and getting kinda blue. It's not exactly what I want to do. They say, son, one day you'll make it, but you gotta pay your dues. That's why I'm singing at a restaurant for you. No, don't go feeling bad for me, 'cause it really ain't that sad. No, the crowds won't always clap for me, but they'll sometimes pay my tab. She was looking kinda tipsy when she asked me for the mic. It was late enough, I didn't try to fight. And then my show turned karaoke, and in the blink of an eye, we had butchered Nora Jones's Don't Know Why. And now we're singing at a restaurant, she's a little out of tune. I'm afraid we might just empty out the room. They say, son, one day you'll make it. Well, I hope it's one day soon. Till then I'm singing at a restaurant for you. Till then I'm singing at a restaurant for you. That was Paul Deemer's song. Yeah.
Oh, Paul Deemer, yeah.
He wrote that after we went on tour together.
Nice.
So, quick story, if it's okay. But he and I, we've traveled a lot together, and one tour I talked him into driving from Austin down to Baton Rouge for a one-night thing. We had 2 nights booked in Austin. We had Thursday night and Saturday night, and the idea was like, we'll take Friday off, we'll take it easy, you know. And I had a friend who wanted us to come down there and play for some of her friends, and she made it sound like it was going to be just the biggest deal ever. You know, promised us we'd make X amount of money, there'd be X amount of people there. And sure enough, I talked poor Paul Deemer into driving down there, 7 hours one way. We played for 7 people, and we made $12. And it was a long, uncomfortable drive back to Austin the next day. He eventually forgave me, but he wrote that song shortly after that.
We've got 8 here, so I hope you're better than 12.
This is a song I haven't released yet. We're still working on it, and Paul's wife Trisha, since I've been talking about Paul, his wife is going to sing on this, and I performed this song at their wedding, and it's a song I wrote during COVID. It's called "Like Rivers Down a Mountain." Hard times come, they come like rivers down a mountain. I can't stop them when they happen, but I'll try to. And good times come, they come and go just like the weather. I can't make them last forever, but I'll try to. Every good, every bad, every happy, and every sad, I will stand by you forever, and we'll take it on together. No turning back, no turning back. When hard times come, they don't wait for your permission. Never bend their ear and listen to your sorrows. You try your best to turn the page, to read the word a different way. No matter what they're gonna say, I know for every good and every bad, every happy and every sad, I will stand by you forever, and we'll take it on together. No turning back, no turning back. No matter how I beg and pray, try and conjure better days, darkness seems to always find tomorrow. As surely as the sun will rise and shadows come to steal the light, I will offer up my strength to borrow. And every good, every bad, every happy, and every sad, I will stand by you forever. No turning back, no turning back, no turning back, no turning back. Thanks.
That song made me cry.
Hopefully it's tears of joy, tears of goodness.
Huh?
They are still together. That song's about a lot of stuff. But I wrote that after, I know it sounds kind of like a love song, but whenever COVID hit, we were all losing jobs and stuff, and I had lost like 4 months of work, and my friends invited me over, and they poured me a glass of bourbon, and then they, at the end of the night, sent me home with a pack of groceries and a bottle of that same bourbon. And they said, if you ever need anything, just let us know. And that's how I knew I was going to be fine. The Lord would provide. And I wrote that song shortly after that. So hopefully that'll be out soon. This is a song called One Day. And this is the first song I wrote after moving from Oklahoma to Texas. And it means a great deal to me. I like playing this song now because the first verse is, one day I will be a better man. A man with faith and strong convictions. And I think to myself, you know what? I am a better man, full of faith and of strong convictions. So this is that song. One day I will be a better man, a man of faith and a strong convictions. Oh, one day I'll do better than I did. I'll take my heart over. Oh, I don't belong to you, but I sure would like to. I don't love the way you do, but God knows I'll try to. Oh, one day I will leave this all behind. I'll drive away just to create a bit of distance. And if I come back to give this another try, will you be there? And would you listen? I don't belong to you, but I sure would like. I don't love the way you do, but God knows I'll try to. One day I'll be buried in the sand, with every hope, every good intention. Oh, one day the world won't remember who I am, who I was, what I wanted. Oh, I don't belong to you, but I sure would like to. I don't love the way you do, but God knows I'll try to. Can I plug my show real quick? Is that okay to do at Kyrie? Great. I have a show coming up at Main at Southside, October 1st. And there's like a ticket link if you scan the QR code. I would love to see you all there. I make a living playing at restaurants and bars and things like that. Occasionally I get to play for like a nice little group like y'all. But this concert at Mass is a real special evening of like, instead of a 4-hour James Taylor set, it's going to be like mostly songs I wrote for a nice group.
Where is it? Say it again.
It's at a place called Mass, Main at Southside.
Right there.
Yep, pretty close right here. And there's tickets, if you scan that QR code, and it'll be a lot of fun. So I'd love to see you there. I'll play this, and among many other songs. This one, Kyrie Field Trip, I like the sound of that. We can slap the Kyrie logo on the poster. Plenty of beer will be there, that's for sure. This is a song that came out a couple weeks ago. It's called The Songs I Write, and this is like a prayer that I pray. A prayer that I prayed once when I was still living in my apartment, and I was about to leave my home and go and be homeless for a few years, or a few months at least, and I remember thinking to myself, I may have made a giant mistake, but I didn't, thank the Lord. So, but here's the song. Oh, I don't like the songs I write, the ones that keep me up at night. And I don't want the words I wrote to be the ones on which I chose. So tie me down and hold me back, still my heart when it's under attack. Lead me on with grace and truth. If I stray too far, light a way back to you. I don't like the things things I say, they always end up in my way. And I don't want the ones I love to wonder if there'll be enough. Every song and every show, how far will we let this go? Sometimes I wish it'd just go away. So tie me down and hold me back. Still my heart when it's under attack. Lead me on with grace and truth. If I stray too far, light a way back to you. Am I an artist or an entertainer? Is there any difference? Does it even matter? I'll sing Tom Petty, I'll sing James Taylor, I'll play you anything you like. Oh, 'cause I don't like the songs I write, the ones that keep me up at night. And I don't want the ones I love to wonder if there'll be enough.
Well, we like the songs you write.
I appreciate that. Thanks. I think I had just gotten done playing at a bar, and I was playing some George Strait songs and Merle Haggard songs, and I played one of my own songs, and somebody was like, "More George Strait." I took it kind of personally. That song is online. It's making me a third of a penny every time someone streams it on Spotify. So thank you all for doing that. It means a lot. This next song is called 25. Do any of y'all watch Friends, the show? Yeah. That show is funny to me because the first half of that, I think I would envy them, you know? Oh, their lives are so cool, you know, apartment living in New York, young. And then the second half, like seasons 5 through 9, you're kind of like, these guys should really have their act together by now, you know? And when I turned 30, I remember people used to say, oh yeah, you know, your 20s are the best time of your life. And I remember thinking like, I hope not. So here's to not peaking until I'm 95. Thank God I'm not 25 anymore. Thank God I'm not 25 anymore. I missed the flights out to New York, but I think that season's are on its course. Thank God I'm not 25 anymore. Thank God I'm not 25 anymore. Thank God I'm not 25 anymore. There's a voice that I can't ignore saying, don't run like you did before. Thank God I'm not 25 anymore. Do you ever want what you can't have? Say a thing you can't take back. I promise if you have, you're not alone. Bow my head, begin to pray. I'm getting better every day at turning this old house into a home. Thank God I'm not 25 anymore. Thank God I'm not 25 anymore. Thank God I'm not 25 anymore. A crack of light through an open door. Slow dancing on our kitchen floor. Thinking, thank God we're not 25. Thank God we're not 25. Thank God I'm not 25 anymore. This song is called Brothers and Sisters. I wrote this one when I was in college, and my sister was about to have a child, which was weird. None of us had ever had kids before, so. And my brother was in the military at the time. He was serving overseas, and he was deployed into a war zone, and that was weird. We weren't allowed to talk with him, didn't get to hear from him for a while, and it was just all these very adult things were happening. And I remember thinking, these are all the same people that used to put me in a suitcase and slide me down the stairs when I was a kid. And being the youngest out of all of us, I feel like I got to watch them, grow up before me. And it was freaking me out a little bit. So this is a song for them called Brothers and Sisters. And pop quiz, how much do I get paid if you listen to this on Spotify? Anybody remember? 0.3 cents, that's right. 0.3 cents. It adds up. It adds up. Somebody take my hand and never let it go again, 'cause all that I've held on to is blowing in the wind. Is it okay if I pretend we're still doing what we always did? 'Cause I have been holding back in fear of what's ahead. Oh, I'll be afraid of what's ahead when time turns brothers and sisters to mamas and misters. My fears into failures if I'm not too careful. Well, the days are running out and there ain't a way to go around, so I'll try to move along even though it weighs me down. It's the story of my life. Oh, but you have been there every time that I tried to trade my hope for what I left behind. Well, time turns brothers and sisters to mamas and misters. My fears into failures if I'm not too careful. Somebody take my hand and never let it go again, 'cause all that I build on to is blowing in the wind. Sometimes, or a song called The Days We Used to Have. It's one of them's newer, one of them's older. Probably I'll pick. Sometimes. Great choice. And one last time.
Well, we can do the next one in the second.
Well, if you want to hear those songs, I'll play it some more later. But again, I'd love to see you at the show. And if you feel like the third of a penny is just unfair, I have a thing called Patreon, which has been helping me fund all these songs and paying to get them released and all that. And become a patron is available on that QR code. Tickets for that show are on that QR code. So yeah, I would love to see y'all again. So this is a song called Sometimes. Sometimes I get stuck inside the past, think about the love I had and wonder why it didn't last. Sometimes I feel a bit misunderstood. Trade the things I think I want for things I'm told I should. Sometimes there are days I feel like I just don't fit. Days when all I want is to up and split. And when I think my heart is about to rip, oh God, I need your love like a sewing kit. Yeah, sometimes I get addicted to my phone, try to find a way to feel like I ain't all alone. Sometimes I write songs that make me cry, hoping that they'll help me find a way to say goodbye. Sometimes there are days I feel like I just don't fit. Days when all I want is to up and split. And when I think my heart is about to rip, oh God, I need your love like a sewing kit.
I love your stuff, Joseph. Those are, just the depth of the lyrics and the beautiful music you produce. It's always a joy to have you here. So the gospel appointed to lectionary, 20 year C, is perfectly awful. Jesus talks about bringing fire to the earth. He talks about divisions. But the thing I really object to, and I'm going to ask forgiveness, Jesus says, when he's talking about the signs of the time, you look to the west and you see clouds and you know that rain is coming. Jesus never lived in Texas. So I'm going to preach on Hebrews, which is I did it this morning, and that's the text that's appointed. So we had last week Hebrews 11, which begins with that wonderful line, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the confidence in things not seen. But where we pick up the text today, it says, by faith, they passed through the Red Sea as if on land, and the Egyptians were drowned. By faith, they walked around the city of Jericho, and the walls fell down. By faith, they did all kinds of marvelous things. By faith, Rahab the prostitute, let the spies go free and receive peace from them. And then he says, well, I could go on and on and on. I could tell you about Samson and Gideon and Barak and David and Jephthah. And then he ends chapter 11 with the idea that they didn't receive what they were promised because it was waiting for them. And then the pericope goes into chapter 12, which is the conclusion of chapter 11. Therefore, that's how you know it's a conclusion. English teachers. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us throw off every weight that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and run our race with perseverance, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him took on the cross and bore it without shame. So, our day camp this past summer, one of the days was all about the Exodus. And it was about the parting of the Red Sea, and it was about the children of Israel going through the dry land and the water coming back on the Egyptians. We sang this great camp song, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, which is Louie, Louie. And it has this line, Pharaoh's army is coming after me. And coming up to the Red Sea, Pharaoh's army is coming after me. What do you think that I did do? I cleared my throat, and all the Pharaoh's army did a dead dance float or something like that. Anyway, I do the opening songs. So I'm doing the opening songs. After I'm done, I'm in my office. I'm working on my live devotion I do every day, getting all the research done. And this group of kindergartners comes in. And this one little kindergartner is very upset. And he says, Pastor Phil, did all the Egyptians drown? And I go, not if they could swim. You should all learn how to swim. Just in case. Now here's the kicker. So he uses the children of Israel going through the Red Sea as an example of faith. But in chapter 3 and 4, he says, when they were in the desert, they were unfaithful. Don't be like them when their hearts were hardened by the water of Meribah. And my anger was roused against them, and I said, they'll never enter my rest. The people that walked around the city and made the walls fall down disobeyed the Lord when they looted the city, and they were destroyed. We could look at someone like Samson, who his dalliance when he was with Delilah meant that he violated the Nazarene code and went blind. We could look at Rahab, the prostitute. She's working totally self-interest, trying to avoid being slaughtered with the rest of her sin. So all these examples of faith are actually people who didn't live according to faith. So what do we do with that? We go back to the beginning. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the confidence in things not seen. The assurance of things hoped for, the confidence in things not seen. Like when you are a group of escaped slaves with an Egyptian army on one side and the Red Sea on the other, and you know, I don't think we're getting out of this. Or it's like when you've lost 4 months of work and your friends give you a shot of bourbon and groceries and tell you they're going to be there with you. The assurance of things hoped for is when we're confident that even if we can't see the way through, God somehow will provide for us. I'm not going to be here next week because I'm going to be serving on Via Christa weekend, which is a retreat weekend. I didn't plan on doing it because I've got to cover Calvary in the morning, so I told them I couldn't do it. But last week, one of the members came to me and said, Pastor Phil, we've lost our spiritual directors, our pastors for the weekend. They withdrew suddenly. We lost our lay leader, but we've covered that, but we can't find any pastors. And I said to Don, who's one of our members, don't worry. God's going to provide, and it'll happen. No, just don't worry. And then we're going down to Mallory's closing kind of celebration, and I'm thinking to myself, well, you've done, 35 weekends? And you've done a number of weekends where you've done Thursday, Friday, Saturday at the retreat center, come back, done Calvary in the morning, and then went back to the retreat center and finished out. So you actually could do it. So when I told Don, have faith, God will provide, I didn't know that God was going to provide me, which is how it happens, isn't it? God provides us when we don't expect it. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the confidence in things not seen. That's the beginning of the kind of thought process, but This verse 12 is the most important for the whole thing. Therefore, since we're surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, throw off every weight that hinders. I'm going to take that literally. I don't usually treat the Bible literally, but in this case I will. And I'm going to thank you all for being so polite, but clearly I've put on pandemic pounds. John has told me that, in no uncertain terms. When we were hiking in Alaska, try and keep up. No. So here's what happened. I just got lazy, right? I stopped going to the gym. I didn't reduce my calorie count. And that's a serious thing for a person who had a birthday last week. I did have a great birthday gift last week, and that is I thought I was 67, but I'm only 66. It's like a free year. I can't believe it. So I asked my congregation to pray for me tomorrow morning at 8:30, 8:45, that I'll finally just go back to all the old ladies because I've been unfaithful to them, in the aerobic water class. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, I'm sure. So if you want to pray for me, you can do so with me. Here's the insidious thing about what religious people call sin, but what we might call habits, attitudes, ways of being. They live in the shadows. They sneak up on us. And then suddenly, you can hardly get your collar around your neck. And you go, how did that happen? The insidious thing about those things that deceive us is that we don't know that until finally, I don't think it's ever too late, but until finally we see the results. And so fix your eyes on Jesus, is what the writer says. So it will be a better man, a better woman, a better person, however you might imagine that. Fix your eyes on Jesus, because we're surrounded by this great cloud of witnesses. I had a memory this morning as I was getting ready for church, and it was a story that was told to me by a woman, a member of my church, Vera Williams, and her husband Craig died of stomach cancer years and years ago. This is 20 or more years ago. And they had 2 small children. It was just something I'd walked with them through. It was one of those tragic deaths. But she told me that she went to a Ranger game because Craig and Vera loved to go watch the Rangers. And she said there was a seat next to me that was open. And suddenly someone sat down in it, a man, and started talking to me like he knew me. And I started talking to him. We had this great conversation. And then he said, well, I got to go. I just want you to know he'll never leave you, and you're going to be okay. And he was gone. And she said, Pastor Phil, I know it sounds weird, but I swear to you, that was Craig. Why not? Why not? When my father died, I was doing a hospital visit up in Baylor Grapevine. And I got back to the church. I went out behind our kitchen just a week, overwhelmed by that. And lo and behold, I heard the sound of a cardinal in the tree, which, if you know the legend, it's a sign of the loved one coming back. Haven't you had dreams of those people that have passed on come back to you? Encourage you to run the race with perseverance. We are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses. So we can run our race, no matter how long it is, no matter how difficult it is, with perseverance. That's what the meal is about. It's a vision of the future, where all things will be made new, where everything will be right. And we're given that meal so that we might be encouraged in the present to live our lives as better people, whatever that means for you. It was on the night that he was betrayed that our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ took bread, he gave thanks, he broke it, he gave it to his disciples. So take and eat. This is my body given for you. Do this for the remembrance of me. Then after supper, he took a cup, he gave thanks for it. He gave it for all of them to drink, saying, this cup is a new covenant in my blood, shed for you and for all people, for the forgiveness of sin. Do this for the remembrance of me. Bread and wine, body and blood, given and shed for us all, so we might run our race with perseverance. Remember us in your kingdom, O Lord, and teach us to pray.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and power, and the glory, forever and ever.
Here at Pub Church, communion's open to everyone. I invite you to come forward to dip the wafer in the wine. May His body and blood strengthen you and keep you in God's grace. Now may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make His face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord look upon you with favor and grant you His peace. Amen. All right, so remember, make sure, give us the date again for the Mass concert.
October the 1st.
October the 1st, so we have plenty of time to arrange our Kyrie field trip.
Yes.
I think we're going to make a point to do that. I think we have Bible and beer on Wednesday at Tulips at 6 o'clock.
I have flyers if anyone wants one, so
Oh, very good.
yeah.
Is there anything else for the good of the group? Thank you for those who've joined online. It's Joseph.Neville.
Yeah, dash no.
Or Joseph-Neville at Venmo. So you can do that. And if you're here, you can do the Q code or just, we didn't get a tip jar out, so do the Q code. And I think we're going to invite you back up. All right, thank you. Give it up for Joseph.
Yes, that's what this one's this year.
This is a new song I'm working on. Every time I play it, it sounds a little bit different. So until I get it right, it will not be recorded, unfortunately. But it's a song about staying up late, scrolling on Facebook. And I just know that none of y'all ever do, but I do from time to time. I was talking with a friend of mine who's a little bit older than me, and he said, "You know, Joe, back in the day, if you were dating someone and you broke up, you would just go away. And then odds were you'd never see him again. But now, thanks to the gift of the internet, you know, we get to watch every ex we've ever had go on to live wonderful, happy lives without us." And this is called The Internet. It's a song about that.
Found my old girlfriend, the one from 2010. I'd say I did my best, but we were both just kids. Now she's got a family, a daughter named Emily. Oh, I've seen too much and it's making me sad. I'm on the internet much I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet too much. I'm on the internet. Put out a handful of songs. Hope no one catches on. And post a lot online. Say I'm doing just fine. So like me and share me, compare me. Nobody here knows me, but at least they'll know that I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet too much. I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet too much. I'm on the internet. Oh, oh, if you're bored and you're lonely, well, just keep on scrolling. But I'm hating this craving. Can somebody save me from the internet? From the internet. From the internet. It's everywhere and I am on the internet. I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet too much. I'm on the internet. Oh, oh,
Appreciate that. Thanks for the tips, by the way. That's super nice. I'm very thankful for Kyrie. When I first moved here, a friend of mine introduced me to Pastor Phil, and it was one of the first places that let me get up and sing songs and stuff, and I can't help but think I get to do what I do now because of that. You know, so glad that y'all are all a part of it. There's a book out called Little Women, and I don't know if any of y'all read it, but I'm a big fan. And there's this chapter where Lori is talking about he's processing his unrequited love from Joseph. And I thought it was pretty spot on, And so this song is dedicated to Lori and Joe from Little Women.
is it okay if I lay here, wrapped in whiskey and a blanket on the floor? 'Cause tonight I feel like singing. Is there time to sing when we've been waiting out a storm? I stayed up late drinking, writing songs, thinking about the days we used to have. And now my world's changing, my memories fading. Is it okay to want them back? Is it okay to sit and wonder, to think of you the way I did when I was a boy? 'Cause my heart can't seem to push you out, and my head says I should know by now. Don't play, time to put away the toys. I stayed up late drinking, writing songs, thinking about the days we used to have. And now my world's changed. memories fading. Is it okay to want 'em back? First time I thought about you and it didn't make me want to cry. I remembered all the moments you were sweet and kind. You'll never be mine, but it's gonna be alright. You'll never be mine, but it's gonna be alright. Stayed up late, drinking, writing songs, thinking about the days we used to have. Is it okay to want 'em back?
It always gives me a little anxiety when there's like screens, sports games. I was at a place, I won't say the name of the bar, it wasn't this bar. I was at a place on Magnolia though, and there was this basketball game on, and I was up there, and it was going pretty well, I felt, and I said something along the lines, right before I played that song, I said, yeah, I'm going to try out a song I've been working on, this is a song I wrote, and right when that happened, the Mavs had missed like a pretty important free throw, and so a bunch of people go, oh! And I was like, oh. And then I looked behind me, I was like, oh. 1,000 miles ain't that far these days. You could catch a plane, a cab, and make it home by 8. But what's the use? It don't matter anyway. Every time you're by my side, you still seem miles away. And I don't know how to talk when there's nothing on your mind. I'm getting older, and it's getting hard to hear you tell another lie. Oh, Sapphire, don't leave me here tonight. And Oklahoma is just another state. You could drive down 35 to see me face to face, but I'm not sure what you'd have to say. An empty word is a lesson learned when you get about this age. And I don't know how to talk when there's nothing on your mind. I'm getting older, and it's getting hard to hear you tell another lie. Oh, Sapphire, don't leave me here. I'll get over it when I get over it. Every bit of it, all I need is a little time. And I could try again, change my mind again. Somebody tell me that it's all gonna be alright. 'Cause I don't know how to talk when there's nothing on your mind. So let it go, or let it in.
Oh, Sapphire. Oh, Sapphire. Oh, Sapphire. Don't leave me here tonight.
Thanks. Appreciate that. The year was 2018, and it was the first time I ever played that song in front of an audience. I would say it's an audience. It was a group of like 300 people at this bar, and not a single soul was there to see me. But it was still a lot of fun. It was so loud I couldn't even hear myself think, let alone sing. And I thought, man, I'm just going to try some of these new songs. Why not? And I thought no one was paying attention. This is in Austin, so if you're familiar with I-35. And I sang,
You could drive down 35 to see me face to face.
and when I sang that, I heard this old raspy voice way from the back of the bar yell out, "Not with all this construction." And that's how I knew I had a hit song on my hands. Here's another wedding song. I don't write a lot of wedding songs, but I've played a lot of weddings, and these are the only two songs that, like Rivers Down the Mountain, and then there's a song called Never Gonna Let You Fall. I recently played this for a friend and her husband in Joplin, house concert. So it's fresh on the memory.
Time is getting a hold of me. It is my friend and greatest enemy. Time doesn't show no sympathy. Oh, this world will try to get the best of you, but we've always found a way to make it through. Now there is nothing that we cannot do. Oh, when the voice is in your head and the shadows on the walls try to push you to the edge, I'm never gonna let you fall. I'm never gonna let you fall. This world has taken its toll on us. It weighs us down while we are climbing up, but we are on a quest for higher. Oh, when the voice is in your head and the shadows on the walls try to push you to the edge, I'm never gonna let you fall. I'm never gonna let you fall.
Yeah. I mean, the way I was raised is, John Rowe, I tried to talk with that, made several attempts to die on the back of the stage.
I played it here last night, actually, right there in that corner. From 8 to 7:30 to 10:30. Yeah. And I played the song, and I always make the joke that I wrote the song while I was on the treadmill, and it's like a breakup song. And I've been like trying to think like if there's like a playlist out there for like workout or like jogging breakup songs, this would be on there. And then this lady came up to me as she was leaving. She held up her phone and she said, "Look, I have it." And she made a breakup jogging playlist. And then she added my song in there. So this is a song called "Miss You." Great for jogs, you know.
You had a hold on me. All that I wanted, all that I could see. And you know, sometimes it makes me sad. Can I give you in my heart, or will you hold me back? 'Cause I miss you. And I miss who I was when I was around you. This I know, this I know. And there's peace in moving on, and in finding the strength to change what you've become. Just say when will the feeling pass? And tell me, why does the healing have to hurt so bad? 'Cause I miss you, and I miss who I was when I was around you. This I know, this I know. Raised in Tulsa, your sweetheart turned to a soldier. Come on, baby, coming closer. You were shining, we were burned out. I would fix your heart if I knew how. Come on, baby, let me hold you. 'Cause I miss. And I miss who I was when I was around you. This I know, this I know.
Maybe one more? I'll play a James Taylor song real quick. My buddy Paul and I put this out. We're really proud of it. I'll plug Patreon one more time. It's $5 a month. $5 a month. You won't even notice it's gone, but I guarantee you every month I'll see your name and I'll think the Lord for that person. That means a lot to me. Scan the QR code before you leave. There's plenty of room left in the tip jar. Plenty of room left.
Needed the shelter of someone's arms, and there you were. I needed someone to understand my ups and downs, and there you were. With sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotion. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it wondering where I'd be without you in my life. Everything I did was such a bore. Everywhere I went seems I've been there before, but you brighten up for me all of my days. And life's so sweet in so many ways. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Better for me than I was for myself. For me this year, there ain't nobody else. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Oh, it's a great joy to have you here. All right, so make sure we get some stuff from the tip jar, and you can also do that online. And we will make a point to make a Kyrie field trip to your concert. That is so fabulous. All right. Any other announcements? I think we're all good. We've got the flyer for the Bible and Beer, and we'll see you here. I won't see you, but we'll be here next week. And I don't know who is preaching. I don't know. Sean? Sean will be back next week. All right. All right. Thanks very much. Thank you for those online.
It's funny, like back in the day, when I was something out, and I think it's a couple hundred.
And they have the short shot.
Oh, I'm not sure. He might be, you know. I don't think he's going to So, he was doing it. He's not stuff, but I'm sure he loved maybe next time she's I'll send you information about